Welcome everyone. My name is Shake and Bake with USA Crypto Group, and today we'll be hosting an AMA with the team from Balto, Jenny and Steve. As everything as far as crypto is concerned, this AMA is for informational purposes only and is not financial advice. It is everyone's responsibility to do their own research when making investment decisions. And for any new listeners here today, we generally start off with a brief introduction of the project with Q&A, followed by open discussion for any listeners with questions, and then we'll wrap up the end of the AMA with prize drawings. And from my understanding, we have $100 that we're going to give away at the end of the AMA, and we'll explain how all that's going to work. And so with Balto, I'm just going to take this off your website. Balto Token was created on March 20th, 2022, with the goal of decentralized meme project with a true purpose. Balto's token mission is to bring popular cryptocurrency concepts to the mainstream. Unlike older comparable projects, Balto Token introduces the next generation concept such as NFTs, rewards, decentralized exchanges, and more, plus the charity piece that I just want to add to, which I think is really cool. And so, without further delay, Stephen and Jenny, tell us about your token, who you guys are, and we'll let you guys take it from here. Thank you.
Go ahead, Steve.
Yes, my name is Stephen Catone. I work in actually work in the utility industry full time, and we Jenny and I came together. We have several rescue dogs, and we wanted to kind of get together and give back to rescue charities. My background is in sales and marketing with the Jaguars. I did some charity work with them, and we kind of came together and put together a package that we thought would be really nice to help out some local charities, specifically ones that we got our rescue dogs from. And we also, my father is a veteran, and I grew up in a veteran household, and today we've got approval by the Canines for Warriors to bring them on board as one of our charities to help wounded warriors with with PTSD and all kinds of terrible tragedies of war, to help them with a rescue dog. So we just kind of came together, and we tried to put together some good tokenomics that we thought would benefit the stakeholders, people that are investing, but also help the various charities that we believe in and that we love. And we are open with our community and very transparent about maybe going outside of the local area and doing some charities nationwide. So it's a dog token. We started out with rescue dogs, but we left it open with animal causes just because you just never know. Maybe somebody has a great idea for a zoo or something. You just don't know. And we are certainly open to that. We have 2% going to the charity, 4% with Reflections, 1% buyback, 1% liquidity, 4% marketing and development. We're super excited about having our NFTs. We have a lady named Beth, who is a hell of a NFT graphic artist, who's putting together some great stuff after launch, along with having a merchandise store. So yeah, we're super excited. We're ready to go.
My name's Jenny. Like Steve has touched on a couple of points. He and I go back a little while, and we both have a love for rescue dogs. We've known each other through sales and marketing, and me personally, I've raised money for other philanthropies, and I've helped nonprofits, but I've never been passionate about rescue dogs and been able to raise funds, I've been able to raise funds for a passion project like rescue dogs and rescue missions. And so when I saw this opportunity with crypto and kind of the benefits and what it could bring to different charities, I felt like it was a great opportunity to get into this. And then also to show that DeFi and crypto can serve a really good purpose. And so we're just excited to be able to launch this on May 20th. It's National Dog Rescue Day. And so that's why we chose May 20th for our launch day. It's coming up really soon. But yeah, it's, we've got a lot of ideas. The token is just kind of the jumping off point. Like Steve mentioned, Beth is someone who I've worked with in the past. She's a phenomenal graphic designer. And so we've got a lot of really cool ideas for the NFTs, and we're going to be doing merchandise with the whole idea that this project will go back to funding the token and also funding the project and funding these charities. So we have a lot of ideas, and we're just really, we're excited about this project. This is something that I feel like I can finally like really full on get on board with and put my whole heart into it.
No, that's great. So I guess we can get into. Is there anything else that you guys want to cover before we go into some questions? Are you guys ready to rock?
Sure. I mean, just some of the things that we're going to do. We're going to only mint a billion tokens. 80% of those will go into circulation. We're going to hold 15% back for exchanges and another 5% back for staking. So people that hold the tokens will be able to make additional tokens and money off the exchanges and things like that. Brew Labs.
It's a fair launch as well.
Mm-hmm. Right. It's certainly a fair launch. Brew Labs did the contract. We've been fully doxed, and you can go to our website at baltotoken.com and check everything out. It has all of our social media links, countdown for when we launch next Friday at 8. And at the very bottom, you can see us. And we would be dismayed not to tell you about our other team members. We have some dogs that are rescue pups. They're chipping in, and they have jobs at the very bottom. And you can check out all the dogs that we have. Their profiles up there too.
For sure.
No, that's great. With the you mentioned the fair launch. What are you launching off of? Is it Pink Cell?
No, we're going to be it's going to be through, you can buy it through Pancake Swap. We're going to be on the BSC network.
Okay. All right. Perfect. I was kind of curious about that. And then with, you also mentioned the staking piece, which I think is a great incentive for investors. What does that look like? Is there a certain hold period? What's the APY going to be on that? Do you know? If somebody withdraws early, is there going to be any taxes associated with that? Can you kind of break down how the staking is going to work?
Sure.
We're still working on that a little bit. We're looking at 30 and 60 days, and we're actually finalizing the staking in the next day or two with Brew Labs.
Yeah, we've got a couple of different staking pools, and we're just trying to figure out what the best options are going to be. Probably the max is going to be 90 days, we're thinking, but we know that we're doing the staking. We're going to have the staking pools through Brew Labs, but we are kind of getting through those nuts and bolts right now with them.
Okay, fair enough. And then the other thing that I thought was pretty cool too is about the online store. When people, if once people go into the store and they make their purchases, how are the funds allocated as far as those purchases are concerned? Just out of curiosity.
Yeah, it's like the NFTs. 25% of all NFT and store sales will go right back into the token. 25% is going to go back to the charity, and then the remaining 50% goes to marketing development to further develop the token, the NFT in the stores as well. So yes, definitely basically going to be a 50-50 split as far as 25% for the token. So that goes right back to helping the stakeholders, and then another 25%, like I said, just going to the charity to give back, and then the rest is for us to market and build this thing even further.
I think that's great. And then with the charity piece, how I was trying to read it up on the website, and I might have overlooked it, but how often are you? I know you're going to do a voting pool on the charity of choice, but how can you explain a little bit more on how the charity is going to work? How often you're going to do it? How investors can verify, that the funds are going to that particular charity? Or is there any kind of, tracking method as far as like following along that they can do?
Absolutely. So, not until the launch will we really be able to see what that charity wallet's going to hold. Right now, we're in talks with our local charity. So we wanted to give back to those rescues where we got our rescue pups from, and then also the Canines for Warriors that we partnered with that we announced today. So those are going to be the big ones. We're trying to do a monthly giveaway, and our community is going to be involved in that, and is past what our local charity donations, but we want to do monthly giveaways. We want our community to be involved in that and have voting rights in that. As far as the transparency goes, you're going to be able to see everything on the blockchain. We're also going to be showing when we go and donate these checks and money to these charities, you'll be able to verify what we've donated, what was taken out of the charity wallet from the blockchain. So you'll be able to see everything. We have a charity tab on our website, and you'll be able to view that. Our goal is to be completely transparent. We're going to be using a ton of marketing and social media to really just kind of show what we're doing on the charity front. I'm very excited to see after launch how we're going to be able to help these charities. I think it's going to be very exciting.
Absolutely.
I think that's great. With the, I'm on the website right now, and I'm looking. I don't see the charity fees, but I know you can track everything through the blockchain and whatnot. But I don't know if you guys are planning on doing this. But what would be maybe cool is like when you guys do, you're probably gonna. My assumption is you're going to take photos, with the charity that's, locally and post those and, show things that you're contributing to. Is that something that you guys are going to be doing too? Because I think that'd be pretty sweet for people to see.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
We've been talking about like the giant checks. For instance, there's a Humane Society here. The Nassau Humane Society is where I got one of our dogs, Ellie. I posted a video of her earlier, and I want to take Ellie to the rescue, and we'll have a big check, and I want her to be able to give back to the rescue that saved her, because she came actually from a kill shelter before the Humane Society got her. So yeah, we definitely want to do, photos and be transparent. We're going to put the wallet on the website. We really want to try to do, is everything we can so you guys can see what we're doing is on the up and up. I mean, this charity project is coming from a good place in our hearts. We want to help these rescues and these charity projects, and so we want to be on the up and up and be as transparent as we can. So, as whatever we can do to prove that, we're willing to do.
No, I think that's pretty great. It's pretty cool that you guys are doing that. Stephen, you mentioned the NFT pieces. Can you kind of go into like the NFT auctions and how what that looks like and how that's going to work? I know.
Yeah, I'm sorry. We were looking at doing it through OpenSeas, but we're also looking at other sites. They'll certainly be dog and military related, things like that. But yeah, we're looking at OpenSeas, and this is something that after we're focusing on the launch, and then right after the launch, we're getting right into the NFTs, and we'll tidy that on up.
We're also going to want to get our community involved. So there's going to be contests and different things to where they have their input on the NFTs. We're really, the goal is to get as many people involved and keep our community engaged and excited about this project. So everything that we do, whether it's the NFTs or the merchandise or the charities, which charities we choose, the community involvement is going to be a huge piece in that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to be an issue just because this country loves dogs.
Who doesn't, right?
Yeah, and I've got a German Shepherd, and I fully get it. So, one thing that I was really interested when I was looking at your roadmap is Q4. You mentioned, I know this is kind of down the road, but if you can just touch base on it, even if it's just basic. But the Ethereum launch, what do you guys, when you guys are doing that, what made you want to do both, or have that part of the roadmap?
We just kind of wanted to have that option open. We know sometimes tokens will launch on different networks, and we're not 100% going to do it, but we did throw it out there just to, maybe just something to explore and get with the community on to see if we should launch it on the Ethereum network. So that was just that's why we kind of put it further down the road, and we'll engage the community and see what they think, and just kind of go from there.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough, and I kind of figured that as much. That's why I said just a little bit. The last question that I have, and then we can I'll see if anybody has any questions, and then I'll take a look in the channel, see if there's any questions that were typed out. But with the market conditions, the way that they currently are right now, what do you foresee your plan is to ensure that your project continues, and in the market that is going on right now, it's pretty hectic, but so what are some of the things that you guys are going to do to continue to drive the positive message, to reinforce, to have people continue to contribute to you guys, and to continue to be able to provide for the charities and such?
I think it's just going to be the constant engagement. We've really tried to be a grassroots effort. We've started from the very bottom. We've been in the chat rooms, we're on Twitter, we're doing all the things, we're doing as many AMAs, and I know that can go only so far, but I think, once we build our community and we continue to do things to keep them engaged, and try to keep them involved, I think that it'll just continue to grow naturally. We're also going to try to do, down the line, get on exchanges to help with the volume. Just everything that we're wanting to do is just to give back to grow this community. But I think, like I said, we started from the bottom, and we're almost at 300 members today, and we're excited, and we know that's only going to grow from there before launch. And so I just think, between Steve and I and the other team members, we've been hustling in these chat rooms, and really just trying to get the word out on Balto. And I think when people see the positive things that we're doing, the word's going to spread, and they're going to want to be involved because they're going to see that we are legit and we're doing what we say. And I think that that's naturally going to bring people into this project, and they're going to want to support it.
Well said. Yeah, that's exactly it.
Absolutely. So let me go ahead and look into the chat. What I'll do is, if anybody has any questions, feel free to ask some questions right now. I do see a question right now from Sarah Flower. How many partners do you currently have?
Do you mean on the team, or do you mean people that we're working with?
I would assume she means on the team currently.
Okay. Well, aside from our dogs, it's Steve, me, Beth, and then TJ. We're all on the team together. So TJ does a lot of our social stuff, and he's also been heavily involved in the contract with Brew Labs. But Steve and I are kind of the marketing people behind the project, and then Beth is the one who is she's done all of the graphics for our website, and she's working hard on the NFTs and anything design, anything that looks pretty that we've put out. Beth has been behind that.
Perfect. I think that answers the question. And then Jazzy has a question. Are your taxes subject to change, or are they fixed?
They are subject to change. We're not going to renounce the contract so that we can leave it open and make changes as needed. Maybe we thought about maybe down the line, maybe we have like a Balto hours or Balto days where we can lower maybe some of the taxes here or there on the buys to help spur some some action for the charity itself. So, but yeah, we're not going to renounce the contract, and the liquidity is going to be locked in for 24 months. Mm-hmm. So yeah, we're here for the long haul.
Yeah, those Balto hours are something that's already built into the contract, and so mm-hmm. It'll be where the taxes are lowered to get that to push people to go and buy in on the token, and those are already built into the contract with Brew Labs.
All right, perfect. And then back to the Sarah Flower question. She meant actual like partnerships. So that's my fault. So not how many partners you guys have, but how many partnerships do you currently have right now out there?
If she means like charities, we've got like 3 or 4 that we're working on. The big one so far is the Canines for Warriors that came in through today, and
Yeah, the
Uh,
Nassau Humane
mhm.
Society. The idea was that we wanted to start locally with the ones that were near and dear to our hearts, but then post that, we want to open it up to the community. So we're going to be able to, we'll take the charities that where people have mentioned, we'll vet them, we'll make sure that they're legit, and then we'll put it to our community for a vote. And wherever they vote, then we'll start donating out there. I mean, we want to take it as big as we can. To me, there's always room to give money to charities. And as far as like the rescue missions and dog rescues, we love dogs. That's, I don't have kids, I have dogs. I have rescue dogs. And so that's what my heart is. But, it's not just dogs. So down the line, if they're like Steven mentioned earlier, who knows where we can take Balto. Balto just started for our just love of rescue dogs. Everyone on the team, Beth has a rescue dog. We have rescue dogs. So that's kind of how it was born, but by no means is Balto just going to be stuck in a dog rescue charity. So if there's new things that come up and we want to be able to partner with those, then by all means. But right now we're starting local, but it's not going to stay local. We're trying to make this Balto as big as we can make it.
Yes.
Perfect. I like the goal of, not staying local and, have an ambition to grow a lot bigger, possibly nationwide, if not more.
Oh,
Sure.
absolutely. You guys aren't
Right.
from Jacksonville. And so I want you guys to feel like you're a part of this and wanting to
Sure.
contribute. I mean, that's where it starts, but that's not where it's going. It's going as big as we can take it. So we definitely, that's why the community involvement is going to be so huge, because as long as they stay engaged and active, then that's where Balto can thrive.
Absolutely. And then I got another question from Mexi Nugget. His question is, there have been a lot of charity coins. What makes you guys different?
We feel with our NFTs that are coming out, and also with the store, that it will be very much a strength to the charity, and we're excited. I think the NFT thing will be a little. We have an incredible graphic artist who we're very excited to have on board. She is amazing, and like I said, with the store, and we're also looking at other things that we'll do in the future. But right after launch, we're getting right into getting the store and the NFTs going, and getting this charity, pedal to the metal.
And this is a passion project for us, and so we're in this 100%. We are exactly who we say we are. Our photos are not suspect. I know I've been called, a couple of people have wondered if my headshot that's on the website is real or not. It is real. We're real people with real passion for rescue dogs and for this Balto project. And the goal of this project is not only just to give back to these charities, but this is going to be a passive income for our stakeholders. So you're going to be able to stake from day one. You're going to have that 4% BNB reflections. Like, we want our community to stay for the long term. We want them to earn that passive income and also to see the good that they're doing by being stakeholders and by investing in Baltos. So this is something, that I'm very passionate about. And I know Steve is too. And the rest of the team. So it's, I can't say for other charities or charity tokens, but for us, we are who we say we are. We're here, and we are going to do good by Balto.
Perfect. And then Professor Grims asked, out of curiosity, any summer events to boost visibility? I know you kind of mentioned that your launch day is going to be the just blank on it, the National Dog. Yeah. Is there any special events that you're doing, during the summer to boost that, to get that out? Just the other grassroots, not via technology wise, but out there and about.
I mean, we're always going to be coming up with some, new idea. I think the very next step post-launch is that we're going to try to get on, or we are going to get on some exchanges to really boost the volume, to help the project. But, we're always open to ideas and to different things, to be able to get the community better involved.
Okay. Let's see. We got Jazzy. So Jazzy says, what are the plans for the long-term run of the project? How are you generating funds from the project? So I know you mentioned some of it of what your long-term goals look like, as far as, nationwide and things like that. But are there any other long-term run goals, that you guys are looking for that you haven't brought up so far?
I mean, our biggest focus right now is going to be to launch the token, and then post token is to get on the exchanges. Post exchanges, we're going to be launching the NFTs, and we're going to be doing the merchandise. And so I feel like with those, we're going to be pretty busy. those are some big steps that we're moving towards. Past that, things can always change depending on the market, depending on what's going on. We're certainly open. We're not going to be stuck in one thing. And, I don't want to say that we're going to do X and then have to be held to it because, this market is fluid and you've got to be fluid. I think getting on the exchanges will be a big help and be with the volume and be able to give back to the token. But also just doing the NFTs, I think, really getting creative with that will really open up the Balto project. And so, I'm kind of excited for that one. But everything right now, our whole focus is on May 20th, like getting as many people to know what Balto is, what we're about, and getting people excited for this May 20th launch is like our big focus right now.
Perfect. David Murray, I see you have a question. You want to go ahead and unmute yourself and ask away.
Oh yeah. So you guys got a contract done with Brew Labs, and I know a lot of charity tokens out there. They have to sell their native token to make donations and pay for marketing. Is there anything different with your guys' contract? Like a one cell, kind of like a one cell feature or a swap to liquefy?
So all of our, I'm getting some feedback. Sorry. So yes, it's going to be able to swap back into Liquidity. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah.
Sorry, everyone is just broken up right now.
Yeah, we can hear you, Jenny. Are you still getting the feedback?
Yeah. So everything's going to be auto liquefied back into BNB, and it shouldn't affect the chart. I think, is that what you were asking?
Yeah, that's what I was asking.
Okay.
Because I know there's some contracts out there that do have a swap to liquefy, and you have to do it yourself, and it puts them right on the chart. And I know what I know Brew Labs, they do the swap to liquefy, but they do it in the actual contract where where you don't see the effect on the chart. And I was just wondering if they did that for you.
Yeah, that's exactly what we're going to be doing.
Cool. Thank you.
Yeah. Does anyone else have any other questions? I think I read off everything that was in the channel. Anyone else have any questions they want to unmute themselves and ask?
Yeah, sure. I did have a question pertaining your NFTs. Do you guys have a base you guys are thinking about starting with? Or
I didn't hear the first part.
We kind of broke up.
I was just inquiring about your coming out NFTs. Do you guys have a thought of price per NFT yet?
Not yet. Not yet. That's something that we've been talking about just recently within the team. I think we're going to come out with a little teaser video here soon, just kind of really showing what our ideas are. It's hard to just talk about it. And so Beth is working on a few things, and we're hoping before launch. I don't want to promise anything, but we really, we're trying to get something together where it's not such a vague explanation of what we're trying to do. But it's hard to kind of solidify something because it's still in the works.
Okay, yeah. It is hard to kind of price art digital art in a sense. It really is.
Well, and we don't want to price out people. We want everyone to be able to be involved, and if they're excited about it, to be able to purchase something. But at the same time, we want it to be unique. and one of a kind. And so it's like, where is the balance between things? So there's a lot of research that we're doing right now. We don't, it's the balance between being too low and being saturated, and then too high and being unattainable. So we're trying to figure out what is going to be the happy medium for us.
I like it. Yeah, I like the whole vision that you guys have. I actually rescued my husky about a year and a half. She's a sweetheart. She came from a bit of abused family, and she, in the background you might have heard. She's just about 3 years old now. Absolutely a sweetheart with the family. She's a wicked talker, as I'm assuming you all know huskies are.
Yes.
One of my rescues is she's 50% husky, or so they said, half husky, and she's very vocal.
Yeah, absolutely. So I appreciate you guys coming out, and that's really the question I had. And if anybody else does, please go right ahead.
Yeah, please post a picture of your husky on our Telegram. We'd love to see it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm on it now then.
You said that because you're about to get spammed with my dog.
We love dogs. That's what it's about.
You can never have too many dog photos. No. Look here. Here's
that's a great
girl.
Story, a rescue dog, and a husky at that. So that's awesome.
Can we see Ellie? Oh, there's Penny. Look, there's a Penny girl.
Yeah.
There's
very cool.
My two girls.
Stella.
Yeah. Oh, look, a little Stella girl.
Yeah, Stella girl.
And it just happens that they're all girls. We didn't plan it, but Pineapple, who's Beth's dog, they're all four of them are girls, and they're a posse.
I just a quick little note, and then we'll go into the next part because it looks like the questions are wrapped up. But I've always had boys as far as dogs, and I got my German Shepherd girl, and I'm a sucker. Like if I ever had, my friends always told me if I ever had kids, I'd be a total pushover dad because I totally baby her versus my boys.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. They're sweet.
With that being said, I do appreciate your time coming here today, educating us on your token and your fair launch coming up and your projects. I'm very excited about it just because I have a passion for dogs as well. It looks like we're going to, Mike, if you're ready, we can do the spin the wheel.
Hey, Bobby.
You're
I
on
have a
Seattle.
question really quick. Yeah. Hey, Stefan, Jenny, appreciate you guys being here at the USA Crypto Group.
Very nice meeting you.
To touch on, what you said earlier regarding whether people were asking you guys whether you guys are real or not. I think you guys' videos are really fake, by the way. I'm joking.
What?
Appreciate it. Yeah.
I do have a question though. So looking at the tokenomics at 4% with the marketing development, and is that also a team wallet as well, or and also can you speak on a little bit about marketing, or what are the plans for marketing?
Yeah, so that 4%, it is, we're not doing any team tokens. So that 4% will go towards marketing and development for the future projects, and whether it's getting on the exchanges or whatever we need to do. It's just to take care of the project, really. But we're not doing team tokens. We feel like this project's going to be successful enough that the project's will all be taken care of. So it's one of those that we felt confident enough in this token and in this project that we were all going to be able to take care of ourselves.
Yeah, that sounds great. I think the tokenomics looks really good, and really appreciate you guys, doing what you do. I think that's a great mission. So yeah, I think, and also you guys are Doxxed. I think that plays a huge part for investors. There's been a lot of projects out there, charities project, but not a lot of them are Doxxed. So great to see you guys Doxxed.
Thank you. Yeah, that was something that was important to us. Sorry, Steve.
Yeah, we've all had rug pulls on us, so that was extremely important to us, just to be totally transparent, have access to our pictures, do live videos. and it was important for us to give into the charity, which we love, and everybody in here loves dogs. But we wanted to make sure we took care of the stakeholders, and, with a fair launch, no pre-sale, no cool downs, just trying to be above board. Got with Brew Labs, got Doxxed, just wanted to do everything above board and let everybody feel comfortable about it.
Yeah, sounds great. One more question. You mentioned earlier, Stefan, that the contract will not be renounced, which is great. I really appreciate you guys are doing that because, it allows you guys to continue to build if you need to. Besides the NFT, what are the plans that you have down the road?
Well, we're really excited about the merchandise store with all kinds of shirts and scarves for your dogs. It'll say they'll have we call it Balto Buddies. So we're excited about doing all that, and and we're open to we're leaning on the strength of the community. Anybody has any great ideas, please let us know. These are a couple things we've come up. We've got some other things that we're working on too, but we are totally open to anybody else's ideas that they have, because it's we feel like we're ambassadors for the community for this charity project for dogs.
And I do think that the NFTs it's gonna be something that really grows, and it's gonna help grow the project. And so, that's going to be a huge part of it. So once we get past this token launch and can see the kind of fruits of our labors, we're going to be able to focus our attention on other things like the NFTs and like the merch store. And, past that, it really, like Steve said, it depends on the community. I did want to give a shout out real quick because you mentioned us being doxxed, and that was something that was really important to us because we have been a part of rug pulls. And so Brandon and the team at Doxxed, they made it so easy. It was a very easy process to go through, and they were able to verify us. And so I just wanted to give a shout out. It was a great process. So if anybody is wanting to start a project and get doxxed themselves, I would highly recommend checking out Brandon and the Doxxed team.
Absolutely. They were VIP all the way. It's first class. Yeah. It's a nice process, and going through it, you're not sure what to expect, but I can tell you it's very thorough. With the pic, you have to have a photo ID, like a passport or a driver's license, and then it has a facial recognition camera to compare it to the ID, along with an address, your address and other things. It is totally above board and next level stuff.
But it was also, while you didn't know what you're getting into, it wasn't too difficult. It was pretty easy. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, very thorough but easy.
Mm.
Yeah, that sounds great. I really like the tokenomics. How it's broken down 1% LP. I think that's plenty. I've seen 5-6% out there for a charity token. I think that's way overdoing it. And even the 4% reflection, that's really good. So, yeah, if you love animals, invest in a project, sit back and get the reflections. Regarding David, I think what he said earlier, I think he was probably mistaken for tokenomics, where you get BSUD or where he has to sell the token, I believe. But this is reflection, so there's not going to be much of selling. So what that means is that the contract will not be affected at all, actually.
Exactly.
That's
and
all
we
built
really
in with Brew Labs.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds great, guys. Really appreciate you guys being here. Yeah, great job.
All right. Thank you so much. Nice meeting you.
Mike,
we really appreciate the opportunity.
Yeah, of course. It was great having you guys. It's always fun to have projects that you're personally invested in, just, from that type of standpoint, and, projects that you just want to have, succeed. And this is definitely one of those. I don't see anybody saying, I don't want to help no dogs.
Right. Everybody loves dogs. That's great.
Hey, can you guys help us? We wanted to give away two $50 and BNB, two different ones to the people who are joined in. And so we were hoping that you guys could help us out with that.
Yes.
Yeah, so I think
do it on the wheel.
What we can do is we can go ahead and send our members to your Telegram, so that way they're aware of your Telegram as well. And
Okay, yeah.
you guys can go ahead and pick, randomly over there if you guys would like.
Okay, how do we do this?
Oh, so what's going to happen is, so we're going to go ahead and send people over to your group, and
Okay.
then once they join, and then they're going to say, it should be posted here in a second. One of our guys that usually does it, I think he's still in traffic, but we'll send it to your group, and then once they say, USA Crypto Group, sent us over, yada yada. You'll pick 2 winners from that. You'll give the 2 winners to Mike, and then we'll cash prizes from there.
Okay, sweet.
All right, sounds good. So we do have $50 ourselves. We'll be giving away tonight. We'll just do both off the wheel here. That was a great AMA, guys.
We really enjoyed it. Great questions.
Yeah, it was 113 total participants tonight.
Nice.
That was a pretty good AMA. And let me hit shuffle here a couple of times. We'll grab 2 off the wheel for $25 winners. And also, by the way, guys, as soon as this AMA is over, I'll make sure I get you guys a copy ASAP.
Thank you.
Great. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Johnny English.
All right.
$25 winner. You're always a regular here. Good to see you in.
Nice.
Byron looks like.
Okay. Nice.
Awesome. Oh, where did I go? There we go. So that's the 2 winners off the wheel for us. I will put this on a pin post message in our chat soon with the AMA, with all the according winners and how to obtain their winnings. And from here, we'll be sending guys over to your group, and you guys can pick your 2 and just send me over those that you pick, and we'll make sure they get paid.
Awesome.
That sounds great.
That was a great AMA, guys.
Yeah, again.
Thank you so much. Yeah. And like I said, please come over to baltotoken.com and check everything out, and come over to our Telegram and Twitter and all that. We'd love to connect with everybody.
We're in there. Come and say hi.
Yes. And post a picture of your dogs.
Yeah.
I did.
Absolutely.
I did.
Yes. Nice.
Awesome.
And then just lastly, again, everyone, this is not financial advice. As all things crypto, do your own research. If this is a project that interests you, definitely go over to their Telegram group, say USA Crypto sent you. They'll pick the winners from there, and, be supportive and, join their groups and their Twitter feed, and, everything you can to help out, if this is something that you're interested in. Other than that, we really appreciate having you here in the USA Crypto Group, and we appreciate your time. And you guys have a great night and have a good weekend.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Have a good one. It was so much fun.
Thanks, Jenny.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys. Thank you.
Thanks, Jenny.